Hey, and welcome to the Bennett World 2024. My name is Serafin Bikek, and I'm Business Development Manager for Microcontroller with Renesas. What we're demonstrating today is RA0. RA0 is the new ultra-low power microcontroller series based on Cortex M23 microprocessor. We're launching today in the market, and we are very excited about this launch.
And you're giving away the boards.
Yes, so actually we have a couple of hundred of this fast prototyping board, which is RA0 E1, the entry line first group of the RA0 series, which we are giving away all the day of the Bennett World, starting from today, to the lucky contestants who come in and show us the proof that they have signed up and registered for a Renesas account.
So here's Cortex M23, the lowest, most efficient MCU.
Yes, indeed. Cortex M23 is the most efficient Cortex M to date. And actually, we decided on purpose to use Cortex M23 along with very optimized peripheral set to make actually the device for cost-sensitive applications.
And you're showing here that it's going at very, very low power, right?
Yes. So actually, this demo is showcasing the low power capability of the RA0 E1 microcontroller. And as you can see on the screen, the RA0 E1 consumes just 2.7 milliampere running in active mode and running with 32 megahertz.
Running at full speed?
Running at full speed, 32 megahertz, yes.
So that's pretty low power, and then you have standby mode.
Yes, of course, that's pretty low power compared to our competition, but also RA0 E1 deliver the lowest, the industry lowest standby current of 0.2 microampere.
0.2. So with a little battery, it could last many years.
It could last several years on the battery, and that's actually the whole purpose of it, to provide the customer a device which they can extend the battery lifetime.
So I would say like an e-ink display, potentially, a little battery in here, this could last for 10 years.
Yes, sure.
And it could be doing a bunch of stuff.
Yes, it could be doing a lot of stuff.
What's the application also?
Yes, actually the target application are industrial, consumer, and home appliance basically. And ideally, you can use the controller, the microcontroller for sensing, but also as a subcontroller for a main controller or a SoC to manage a low power operation in the system.
What is this showing here? It's different sensors on it?
Yes, of course. I mean, one of the key features of RA0 E1 is actually the built-in of several peripherals. So for example, we've built in a lot of serial interfaces which make it easy to connect various types of different sensors and to have the sensor data reading managed by the microcontroller.
So on this board here, and you will sell it for a good price on the website?
Yes, of course. We're giving this board free of charge, all this at the Bennett World 2024. But after the Bennett World, this board will be priced at less than $20 US on our website.
And you have all the I/O connect?
Yes, all the I/Os can be, most of the I/O are accessible, and the board is pretty much easy going. You connect the board through the USB-C cable. You've got an onboard debugger in the board, so you don't need an extra debugger to debug your application.
Any wireless?
Everything is in there. You just need to connect with the USB-C type of cable, and you're ready to go. You can debug, program, and run your application.
Any wireless?
Yes, of course, wireless can be added on later by using the serial communication. We have a lot of serial communication on board. We have 4 UART, 3 SPIs, and 4 I2C.
All right. So you could be doing Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, 4G, 5G, whatever?
Exactly. You can do quite IoT-based stuff. And one of the things, one of the cool features of the RA0 E1 is also the fact that we have built in the very high precision high-speed on-chip oscillator with a good accuracy of -1 or +1%, which allows you to drive serial communication without the need of an external oscillator, which obviously saves the bill of material cost for customer. But also the wide operating voltage ranging from 1.6 volt all the way to 5.5 volt is a good thing for customer who use 5 volt system, who can use 5 volt system without the need of a level shifter or a voltage regulator.
So if they use more volts, it will switch to lower amps or something like that to
so basically
use the same power?
You use the same power. You use a single power. You don't need a level shifter or you don't need a voltage regulator for a 5 volt system. All of these obviously allow customer to save a bill of material costs for the application.
All right.
And also make our life easier.
Can you show a little bit more what's happening in there with all these different parts? You have the slides going on, or this is a video?
Yes, on this slide, basically we're trying to show the advantage of RA0 E1 versus the existing microcontroller. You see here, this microcontroller is the RA2 E1, and we show how it's easy actually for customer to migrate from RA2 E1 to RA0 E1. And you can see that here.
It seems to be simpler, right?
Yes, it seems to be simple. So the pinout is actually very the same. And if you look at this one, you actually see the high pin compatibility, allowing customer to easily migrate from RA2 series to RA0 series.
And you have the full family of devices right here.
Yes, I mean this slide shows the full RAMCU family with all the series. You know, back in 2019 we started with 3 series, RA2, RA4, and RA6, and then last year we actually expand the RAMCU series with the addition of RA8 high performance 40 megahertz based on Cortex M23, and today we're actually announcing and launching the RA0, so expanding the RAMCU lineup with RA0, which means giving the customer the flexibility to basically scale up the application from the very low end 16-pin RA0 microcontroller all the way to the RA8 200, 300.
Is all the software compatible with all of them?
It's all software compatible. Customer use the same tool usage, same tools, starting from RA0 all the way to RA8, and they can migrate easily with the application between the series.
And you call this E because it's entry level.
Exact. So
that means low cost also.
Yes, of course. It's a very low cost part. I mean, RA0 E1 was designed to provide optimized peripheral for cost-sensitive application. And RA0 E1 is the entry level and the first product group in the RA0 series.
Entry level price, but also power consumption.
Yes, very low power consumption, entry level price, actually price comparable to 16-bit microcontrollers.
Because Renesas is shipping billions of MCUs in a 16-bit, right?
Yes, so to date, Renesas shipped more than 8 billion pieces of RA78, and since RA0 is built with the best peripheral of RA78, which our customer like, we expect to see the same success with RA0.
And how would you say all these customers using 16-bit, they have a good reason to upgrade to 32-bit?
Yes, for sure. I think moving from 16-bit to 32-bit is quite a big challenge for customer. We understand that, and with RA0 we wanted to provide the customer an easy-to-use microcontroller which is eco-friendly, it's cost-effective with optimized peripheral to make it easy for them to migrate from 16-bit to 32-bit microcontrollers.
All right, and then all these different sensors will connect, right?
Yes, all these different sensors can be easily connected to the RA0 E1 microcontrollers thanks to the various serial peripheral interfaces we've built in the device.
And all these sensors also by Renesas?
Yes, all the sensors are available at Renesas, actually trying to show that Renesas is not just a microcontroller company, but has turned out over the last years to be a really total solution provider, providing not just microcontroller, but also the analog and the power devices.